Yo guys, what is going on? Got some more EX1 gameplay for you guys. Over on the right, my buddy is playing quite a fun black deck. It is going to be Edamon, a Monke deck. We're going to see a Kapurimon hatched and then a tie played for 4. Over on the left, this is one of the very rare times you'll ever catch me playing green. So I'm going to evolve into a Palmon and then Digivolve into a Woodmon for a 2 cost. So these are just very, very casual, fun decks. And you will see, I do apologize, there will be a little bit of a glare on my side especially, so I do apologize for that. I'll try to kind of tell you what's going on if you can't tell, but I'm going to go ahead and play a Goblymon for 2, and then Digivolve into the Woodmon for 2, and then my opponent will start with 3 because of the tie. So you see there, lots of bigger Digimon in the hand. We got a couple Ultimates, a Metal Edamon, as well as an Analog Youth, so we're just going to go ahead and play the Volcamon for a cost of 6, putting me to 3. So Volcanomon is a really strong card. It's a little bit scary, especially because if he does evolve into like a level 6, he will have the security attack +1 because I do have an unsuspended Digimon. We're going to see the green memory boost revealing a Palmon, a Hercules, and some other random cards, but mainly I think the Hercules is important here. You see a lot of cool cards in my hand. I'm playing Nidhogg as well as win rate 60%. The Kukuamon, that's what the other card is, which is the security attack +1 rookie. So I'm going to grab the Herc, I believe, and then go ahead and pass it over to my opponent. So the win rate 60% is a cool card that lets you bypass color restrictions if you do have a tamer. So I need a Mimi or something on field first in order to be able to use it, but is a really powerful card letting you evolve into Herc for a reduced cost, essentially making up for the lack of HPD in the deck. We're going to see the Monke Digivolved on top of the Volcanomon, so now he does have security attack +1, and then Metal Edamon does actually have the effect where you get +1000 for each Edamon in your trash, I believe, during your opponent's turn. I'm pretty sure that's the translation here. Like, it should, the card says your turn, but it should be your opponent's turn. And then on deletion, you get to de-digivolve something on your opponent's side of the field. So not the strongest card, but it's an Edamon name, which is what you need in the deck, because the level 5 Edamon on deletion lets you like search, or like it lets you play, I think, one of the Edamons for free, like when it's destroyed. So anyways, we're going to see the Metal Monke attack security. I'm going to block it because I don't want 2 security checks to go through. And then we're going to see the Edamon hard play for a cost of 7. We're not scared of anything here. We're just going to hard play these big boys and see what happens. So then I'm going to go ahead, start my turn with 7, bring out the Woodmon. I think I was really lacking a level 5 Digimon here. So we're going to hard play a Hercules Kabuterimon, match his hard play with the hard play of my own, putting my opponent to 5 because of the 12 play cost of the giant bug here. Okay, so unfortunately, won't be able to use Herc's Digiverse effect like whatsoever because you do need the materials underneath, but we will be able to just attack for a 12,000 piercer. So if he does decide to attack with anything, I'll be able to hopefully run it over. Now the Edamon does also, or I guess both of his Digimon do also gain +1000 during my turn because of the tie as well. And then we're going to see an Analog Youth played, revealing the top 3, and then grabbing the Hagurumon from amongst those to the hand, and then the rest go to the trash. So now my opponent finally has a level 3 in the breeding area, so hopefully we can draw into more monkeys and then just go into town. I don't really know what the deck's win condition is. I think you just like control the board with like your Edamons. So we're going to see the level 5 Edamon attack security, going to run into a Tentamon there, so definitely going to live that. And if you're wondering why he attacked it, even though it is a blocker, I think it's because he wanted to proc the Edamon's on deletion effect, so perhaps if I do run over, he will get the on deletion effect to reveal, I believe it's top 5, top 4, top 5, to basically get to play one of the Metal Edamons for free. So then we're going to see Edamon number 2 hit the field, and then leaving me with 4 memory. Going to Digivolve into the Lalamon on top of my Digi-Egg. Still no level 5s in hand, so we're just going to start swinging. So I'm going to attack into the Edamon, and then his on deletion effect happens before the piercing, if you want to get technical about it. But then we're going to go ahead and reveal the top 5 cards of the deck, revealing some pretty interesting tech choices there. Got you know, Ty and Matt as well as Mugen Cannon. So anyway, so we're going to go ahead and then just play play a Tentamon for a cost of 3, revealing the top card. If it's a green Digimon, you get to add it to the hand. So then I believe it's a Kakuamon. I'm going to trash the Digimon Memory Boost to able to gain 2, go back to 3. Digivolve into the Petal for a cost of 3, which, by the way, I think is actually a really, really good hybrid. Being able to have 7,000 piercing on a level 4 is kind of insane. So then we're going to Digivolve into the Woodmon, establishing yet another blocker for my opponent to deal with. Then we're going to go ahead and push out the Hagurumon. Now he probably, I believe he is playing like Zwart, Defeat, and even like regular Omnimon Zwart to be able to bring back like the Edamons and stuff. So if we see something like that evolved, that could be a pretty impactful card, letting him getting like 2 more bodies on the field, and then 15,000 Digimon that green can't really deal with, because similar to his deck, I don't really have that much removal either. So then we're going to possibly see the Mikanori or the Black Memory Boost in the hand. Lots of another Hagurumon, another Edamon as well. I believe that's the 1.5 Edamon. We're just going to see the Mikanori played for a cost of 4, and then putting me to 1, which is pretty smart, especially considering I do not have a Tamer in play, but I do have HPD as well as win rate. Like, I have a lot of really powerful cards in my hand that I just can't like utilize completely, because green is one of those decks that needs like the full evolution line to be able to do like anything. And you don't have like a lot of removal cards, but you do have cards that just like interact with your opponent's cards, being able to suspend them and put them back to the bottom of the deck, etc. So hopefully I can go into a Nidhogg here, but do I have the level 5 is the question. Doesn't look like I do. I still don't think I drew into one, which is a little bit unfortunate. Also don't have a Mimi. The cool thing about, even if I like didn't have a level 5 in hand, if I had the Mimi, I could like play Mimi, and then because I've got the 6 on the field, I've got the Hercules, I could like suspend her, hatch another egg, and then Digivolve onto the egg and hopefully draw into some more cards. But we're just going to pass turn with the Kokuamon for a 4 play cost. And then the opponent is going to hatch yet another egg, Digivolve into another Hagurumon. So we're kind of at a standstill where, like, neither one of us can get rid of the opponent's boards, but, like, none of our monsters are, like, doing that much. We're just going to see the Edamon swing into the security, revealing the top 5 off of the deletion from the Mega Kabuterimon. And I don't think, not hitting any of the metal Edamons there, which there are only 2 of them, so you're not playing, like, you're playing, like, 7 to 8 targets probably in your deck. And then we're just going to see the Edamon number 3 played onto the field. So my opponent has the Edamon as well as the Mechanorimon for me to deal with, and I don't have a way of like suspending the Mechanori or anything currently. We are going to Digivolve into the rookie there in the breeding area, then into the Arbomon on the breeding area, and then another Arbomon onto the field, trying to dig into my deck as much as possible. Did we get the card we need? Did green stop bricking? Well, tune in next time to find out. But we'll anyway. So we'll see. But I've got double Nidhogg in my hand, so if I do finally get like a level 5, it'll be able to get rid of one thing. But so that honestly, Nidhogg won't be like the best. But we are going to go into the Blossomon. Finally drew into a Digisorption card, so going to suspend the Arbomon into the Blossomon, evolving it for 0. So it doesn't really matter that I'm only at 1, or I guess I'm at like 0 memory right now. We're going to HBD. Suspend the Woodmon, go into a Hercules for free, so that is 2 evolutions that I have done for a 0 cost. So all the waiting paid off. Just took me like 6 turns and like 4 card combo to do so. And then we're going to go ahead and use Herc's effect to Digiburst, suspend the Metal Edamon off of the effect. Now, that probably wasn't the best effect, but we're just going to go ahead and swing into the Metal Edamon. So I guess it doesn't matter, because if he was to block it, I'll kill the blocker and piercing will go through anyways. I am plus 3,000 from both the Motimon as well as the Palmon. So Herc is currently sitting at 15,000. Metal Edamon's, I think, 11,000 plus like another 1 or 2 from like the Edamons in his trash, but not enough to be able to do anything. And then we're going to see the Nanimon played off of the security card. And then the top 3 will be revealed, or top 5 I believe, and then playing the Metal Edamon off of the Edamon's effect, which is really, really crazy. Okay, so he did decide to block, which was definitely good for him, especially because he's got the free level 6 off of that, which is pretty good. And then we're going to swing with the other Herc. He's going to let that go through, running into the level 5 EX1 Edamon, so even more monkeys. Then we've got a pretty big board to deal with. 3 like lower level Digimon, as well as the Hagurumon coming out, and then 2 metal Edamons on the field. Again, they're not really threatening any of my Hercules because they're only like 10,000. But regardless, I still do need to deal with the board. So I'm going to go into Blossomon number 2 again for a 0 cost, and then finally pass turn with the Nidhoggmon for a Digivolution cost of 5. Nidhogg will then detach all 4 and then put the Nanimon as well as the Hagurumon and the Metal Edamon back to the bottom of the deck, trashing all the rest of the cards. So that was a pretty explosive turn, which is one of the cool things that green can do, is just evolve so many cards for free. And because you've got the Digisorptions, you got HPD, it just takes like way too long to like actually do anything, and you need like a perfect evolution line to do so, which is why I think at least this format, at the time of this is being recorded, I think green is more of like a rogue choice, but can still do some pretty cool stuff, right? Anyway, so my opponent is going to start with the black memory boost, but I don't think really anything here will save him because we've got 5 Digimon on field, 1 in the back, and my opponent does have the Mechanori, but I can easily just suspend that with the Hercules to be able to like run over it, Pierce, and then just attack for game. There's not really anything that could save him in security. Even if I hit like an Iron Fisted or something, Nidhogg does have the highest play cost, so it wouldn't be able to kill multiple things. Ultimate Flare doesn't really do anything, so there's not really much of anything aside from like an all delete that could save my opponent here. So we're going to see Numemon Digivolved for the 1 cost, and I mean, you guys can see my opponent's hand. There's not too much to be able to do there, but hopefully he can maybe play like a Chumon to prevent me from going to the memory boost or something. But no, we're just going to go out swinging. So we're going to attack security, run into the Tentamon for a cost of 2,000. The Numemon does actually live, despite only having 3,000 DP. And I think at this point we've got double Metal Edamon in hand, no Zwarts, no Zwart defeats, no follow-ups, so then we're just going to attack into the Metal Edamon, finally hit a Mimi, which is great for a couple reasons. Of course, being able to give me an extra breeding phase, but as you can see in this deck, I'm also playing quite the number of green hybrids. Not that I need it in this scenario, but it is a good card to have. And then to end things off with a bang, we're just going to hard play another Metal Edamon to put me to 10. So I'm going to bring out the Arbormon and just start going to town. We're going to attack with the Hercules, run into a tie, and then going to attack with the other Hercules. Mechanori blocks, and Nidhogg goes for games. So guys, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know if you enjoyed, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.